My name is Matt Davey. I'm the CEO of NYX Gaming Group. So I did a degree in electrical engineering at university and couldn't find a job that I was particularly interested in. Ended up working for the Racing and Gaming Authority for the Northern Territory Government. And we had some entrepreneurial gaming operators there, and they looked at online gaming as a way to extend their business. This is in 1996. And that led me into the online gaming space. I started as the CEO of Next Gen Gaming back in 2005, and we grew the business through acquisition. So you could say it's been 9 years. NYX Gaming Group has 3 divisions. We have a content division, a systems division, and a social/USA division. We're focused on the lottery, bingo, and casino market, and we provide the full vertical technology stack for anyone looking for a platform all the way up to just a game. And we have a global footprint, mostly focused on Europe, but now extending into the US. So we have lottery, bingo, and casino. What we don't do is sports wagering and poker. We've stayed clear of those markets, but we're very comfortable with the footprint we have in the casino, lottery, and bingo space. We operate in primarily the European market. We have a large number of land-based lottery operators that use our service. We also have .com operators that have a global footprint. We also supply product to most of the major platforms in the industry. So it covers the whole online gaming space, but we also supply into the land-based market as well, with partners such as Bally and WMS. We are smaller than some of the larger software suppliers, but because of that we also have newer technology and we operate on a much more open platform. Our view is that operators will dictate to us what products and services they want. We're very happy to have a flexible, open approach to that. And we have a content focus. So we're not really pushing the technology behind it, we're really pushing what we think the consumer ultimately wants, and that's great, fun, entertaining content. Mobile, everybody talks about mobile. I think next year we'll talk less about mobile. I think it'll be an expected experience for players, and I think they won't differentiate between what's on their mobile, what's on their tablet, and what's on the computer. A lot of people are talking about convergence of land-based gaming and online. We're starting to see the first steps towards that in the US, so we're very interested in watching and participating in what's going on in New Jersey, for instance, and further regulation. So the point of consumption tax in the UK, we'll see other states throughout Europe put in place online gaming legislation, and I think that'll be an ongoing trend that everyone will have to invest in. I think mobile as a subject will disappear. I think it'll just be, is your product available on all devices? I think we'll look at new products that will come through. I think there's some interesting things in fantasy sports, for instance, simulated gaming, virtual gaming, live gaming. I think it's got a long way to go. And obviously we innovate on product every day, and I think we'll see more and more interesting digital types of products coming to the market. Regulation, it's not a challenge in the sense of going through, it's just there is a different set of regulations depending on which territory you go into, and configuring both your corporation to go through it as well as your technology to meet the requirements of each state is challenging. And then the multi-time zone, the multi-cultural challenges we have within our business. For instance, we operate in 4 different countries for our staff and as well as our customers. That's an ongoing challenge. And then staying abreast of the technology changes. I think we're seeing some rapid movements, particularly in social gaming, for instance. The market's changed dramatically over the last couple of years. We should probably communicate better with our own customers. So we're on the supply side. We just tend to assume that we build something and that the customers know about it and appreciate why we did it. So I think we can definitely improve that communication. I think we also need to start having a much more active involvement with the regulators who are setting the rules for how we operate and run our businesses. We've probably taken more of a .com global approach to it, and now we really need to start to understand the individual requirements of, say, Italy or Spain or Portugal or the US in particular. The one that's most front of mind for me, the US, coming to terms with geolocation, geofencing technology. It's early days for that. I think we're still finding some challenges in terms of how to properly integrate that. Payment processing, always an ongoing challenge. And then other player protection type technology that we're putting in place. It still feels to me like day zero in that side of the market. Started my own company when I was 28, took over managing our business when I was 31, and have had a fabulous time growing the company. We took it from 5 staff to it's roughly 130 people now, so it's been a fun ride. It'd be great if you loved the product. You'd have to love traveling. and different cultures. I think it's impossible to stay in just the one jurisdiction and expect to have a kind of a global understanding of what's going on in the business. It's a truly multinational industry. Fox and Wins, our top performing online slot. It's fabulous, it's fun, it appeals to everybody. I think it's important when you run a gaming technology business to know your product. So I've spent many hours and many dollars doing product research, as I like to call it. No, unfortunately, I've probably invested in the industry rather than taken funds out. The most I've won is about $4,000.